Well, if I am to be bold, I shall need some time to think about it.
Season 4 of Bridgerton is set to bring a ton of amazing romance storylines, but what I'm really hoping for is that Lady Danbury steps in for one important character from the books. Also, I want Queen Charlotte to show Bridgerton how not to wrap up Eloise's story. I know this might sound a bit confusing right now, but stick with me until the end, as we dive into everything we know about Season 4 and more. By the time we're done, it'll all make sense. Let's kick things off by talking about what we mean when we say Queen Charlotte shows Bridgerton how not to end Eloise's story. After watching Queen Charlotte: A Bridgerton Story, it's pretty clear that young Charlotte and Eloise share a lot in common, but the show also highlights why Eloise's journey needs a different conclusion. When Bridgerton premiered in 2020, it took Netflix by storm with its captivating storytelling, following the romantic escapades of the Bridgerton siblings across 3 seasons. Each season leaves us eagerly awaiting how the other siblings will find love. But it didn't stop there. In 2023, Netflix dropped a prequel series, Queen Charlotte: A Bridgerton Story, focusing on the love story between Queen Charlotte and King George III. This one-season series was just as popular as the main show, and it did a great job of connecting the dots between Bridgerton's past and present, answering questions about Charlotte's marriage, Lady Danbury's role, and Violet's backstory. However, as the series unfolded, it raised some concerns about certain characters' futures. At first glance, Charlotte and Eloise might seem like they're on different paths, but Queen Charlotte reveals some striking similarities. Both characters grapple with their resentment toward Regency society. Charlotte is frustrated with the societal pressures of her unwanted marriage and the fact that she can easily be discarded by her husband. Similarly, Eloise is fed up with the pressure to marry and craves a more adventurous life. They may be in different situations, but both women are seeking empowerment and change. For Charlotte, that transformation unfolds in her own series as she demands the truth from George and stands up for him against the court's injustices. Eloise, on the other hand, is still figuring things out. Her secret meetings with Theo and her trip to Scotland are her attempts to break free from societal norms. But just because Charlotte's journey leads her to conform doesn't mean Eloise's should follow suit. If Bridgerton were to wrap up Eloise's story like they did Charlotte's, it would lose the essence of what makes her character so unique. Eloise is distinct in that she questions societal norms openly, seeking something more than just marriage and social gatherings. She's not meant for a conventional Regency life, so Bridgerton has to give her a different ending. Luckily, it looks like Season 4 might be a turning point for Eloise. By the end of Season 3, she decides to travel with Francesca, John, and Michaela Sterling to Scotland for part of the year. This trip is bound to bring her some new freedoms she doesn't experience in London, which could be exactly what she needs. With Season 4 officially being all about Benedict, we're not sure how much of Eloise's journey will be featured, but we know her love story is still on the horizon. According to Julia Quinn's books, her romance kicks off after the death of Marina Thompson, leading Eloise to write to Sir Philip Crane, sparking a correspondence that blossoms into something special. For now, we're just hoping Eloise continues to shine as the standout character she is in Bridgerton. On the flip side, let's talk about how Lady Danbury could step in as a replacement for a key character in Season 4. Given her significant role in the series, I'm really hoping she fills the shoes of Mrs. Gibbons from An Offer from a Gentleman. Since Season 1, Lady Danbury has been a powerhouse presence, even making appearances in the spin-off Queen Charlotte: A Bridgerton Story. The supporting cast is a big part of what makes Bridgerton so beloved, and Lady Danbury is definitely a standout. With her rich backstory and established character, Lady Danbury is the perfect fit to take on an important role in Benedict and Sophie's story. While the show has done a great job incorporating characters beyond the core family, we still have so much to learn about Lady Danbury. I really hope Season 4 dives deeper into her life and gives her a fresh storyline. Now, for those who might not know, in An Offer from a Gentleman, Mrs. Gibbons is the housekeeper and fairy godmother figure who helps Sophie sneak out to the Bridgerton ball, where she first meets Benedict. Since Bridgerton Season 3 made some changes to the book, we can probably expect more of that in Season 4. Lady Danbury isn't heavily featured in An Offer from a Gentleman, which leaves us wondering about her role in the upcoming season. This uncertainty makes her an ideal candidate to step into Mrs. Gibbons' role as Sophie's fairy godmother. Unlike Mrs. Gibbons, who fades from the picture once Sophie leaves Penwood House, Lady Danbury maintains a close friendship with Violet, often visiting her. This connection makes it much more likely for Lady Danbury to cross paths with Sophie and notice the chemistry brewing between her and Benedict. Throughout the series, Lady Danbury has been invested in helping the Bridgerton children find love, especially due to her loyalty to Violet. Given her pivotal role in Colin and Penelope's romance, it's not a stretch to imagine her doing the same for Sophie and Benedict. Sophie especially needs someone in her corner since she's navigating life as a bastard who wasn't claimed by her father. This means she faces more challenges compared to the legitimate daughters in the marriage market. Lady Danbury has a talent for spotting true love, and it's clear that Benedict and Sophie have something special. As Sophie's fairy godmother, Lady Danbury could provide Benedict with the guidance he needs to make their relationship work, particularly since Sophie isn't the typical match for a Bridgerton. After 3 seasons of Bridgerton, I'm really hoping Season 4 will finally give Lady Danbury her own romantic subplot. She's been portrayed as this tough, no-nonsense character, so it would be fascinating to see her in a romantic light that reveals her softer side. Queen Charlotte hinted at her past in a loveless marriage and an affair with Lord Ledger, so she definitely deserves a storyline that reflects her complexity. Plus, with Season 3 teasing a potential romance between Violet and Lady Danbury's brother, Lord Marcus Anderson, it's only fair that one of the show's most important characters gets her own love story. Without a romantic arc, there's a risk that Lady Danbury could come off as a one-dimensional character. While I adore her sharp wit and fierce demeanor, I truly believe there's more to her than just being the wise matron who keeps everyone in line. Having that said, unlike other series that leave fans anxiously awaiting their favorite show's future, Netflix swiftly renewed Bridgerton for Seasons 3 and 4 after the success of Season 2. With 8 books in the Bridgerton series, the narrative direction is intriguing. The story will explore the aftermath of Penelope's revelation as Lady Whistledown, her newfound enemies, and her evolving relationship with Colin. Season 4 promises a blend of romance, intrigue, and new dynamics, setting the stage for a captivating continuation of the beloved series. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.